Andrew Tate was just arrested in Romania. The details of this situation may shock you, and we're going to be looking at some of the things that I've consistently said regarding Andrew Tate and what led up to this. Stay tuned.
Ruslan.
As if 2022 could not get more strange, today news broke that Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan were just arrested in Romania on alleged charges of human, you know the rest of it, okay? And so the details of this is extremely fascinating because it sparked from a confrontation he was having with the climate change activist Greta, I think you say her name, she's like 19 years old. And so here is the official news breaking on Romanian television. I wasn't sure if this was real initially, and I did a little bit of Googles, and it does seem like this is real. So here is some footage of Andrew Tate and his brother getting arrested and put in the back of a police car. And, you know, allegedly, this has happened before with his house getting swatted, but this time around, he seems to have actually faced real charges. And so what happened was this whole thing, this is Andrew Tate allegedly was arrested. This is from Rogan O'Handley's Twitter. Been arrested in Romania on alleged charges of human, you know the rest. This whole thing feels weird, especially since he was just in a public back and forth with Greta Thunberg. My first question is, do they not use handcuffs? Now, remember, this happened before, and Andrew Tate claimed that they went down to the police station, did some paperwork, and were released 45 minutes later, okay? Now, as we look into more of these details, you discover that Romanian authorities, this is according to Alejandra Caraballo, Romanian authorities needed proof that Andrew Tate was in the country, because remember, he's been going back and forth to Dubai because of his conversion to Islam, right? In the country, so they reportedly used a social media post. His ridiculous video yesterday featured a pizza from a Romanian pizza chain, Jerry's Pizza, confirming he was in the country. This man got caught up because he posted a video with a local Romanian pizza. So the story goes, right? And so you're gonna get multiple sides of this reaction. You're gonna get people that are like, free the top G, what color is your Bugatti? What are you mad for? The top, right? You're gonna get those people who are like Andrew Tate apologists, he could do no wrong. Then you're gonna get people on the far leftist ideology that are gonna be like, he's a terrible human scumbag person. He deserves to be locked under the jail. Look at how he's warping young man's minds, right? And you're gonna get that crowd, you know, the AOC, Sean King crowd, okay? So you're already seeing this on both sides. You're already seeing people saying, this is a conspiracy, I can't believe it. Who would have thought he was just going back and forth with the Twitter, on Twitter with the Greta Thunberg activist? Of course, the establishment is going to get him. And of course, he'll spin it as such. But I think the fact that people are missing is something very specific that I'm going to get into. It's actually about a word that has recently changed to incorporate something that many say is the oldest profession in the world. Okay, but before we get there, I gotta make sure that you guys know that I have a brand new song out. Hey, you may not know I make music, but I have a brand new song that just came out. Here's a quick preview.
I went from being a porn addict to sharing the gospel with a porn actress who was criticized for being low status by the same OnlyFans who treat us so lavish. I'm confused.
I swear y'all thought he did doing podcasts, hot takes. He still can rap.
Now, this is my first song that I've released in over a year, so I need you to go to Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you consume music and stream Too Soon right now. Add it to your favorite playlist, share it with a friend. So hit the link in the description or go to RuslanToTheMoon.com to stream Too Soon now. I'll see you over there.
Ooh, ooh, oh, they got me with their dramatics. You knew that a moment cannot be static too soon.
Ruslan.
Now, of course, many people are still waiting for more information to come out. From what we've seen, this seems to be verified. But here's the crux of this issue that I think many people are forgetting in terms of how this happened, what's happening, so on and so forth. There's a little definition of a word that changed. And when this word changed, it encompassed activities that didn't fall into this category, okay? And I'm gonna read you guys an article from Exodus Cry, the largest human trafficking organization out there. They do amazing nonprofit work. I covered this initially when they posted this, specifically about Andrew Tate. But it's this little word that changed, and that word is trafficking, okay? Usually, historically, when people have thought about that term, which I'm not gonna keep saying because it'll get this video demonetized and ethered in the algorithm, they usually thought it meant buying and selling humans in a very literal sense, right? Right. But what happened is within the last 15 years, especially in America, that word has changed to incorporate a very common profession. Some would call it the ism. Some would call it the game. Some would call it being a PIMP. Okay? Don't know what you heard about me. This changed in the laws where now anyone that was participating in this age-old profession instantly was lumped in as a trafficker. What does that mean? That means that now the consequences and the sentences are way higher than a typical pimping and pandering charge, okay? And what you're seeing explained and what you're seeing come out in real time is, yes, maybe he wasn't literally buying and selling humans. Most people would probably acknowledge that. But was he technically doing a form of this leveraging social media? Okay? So here is what Exodus Cry posted. This is the leading nonprofit with regards to this specific topic. You guys should look it up. Take this up with them if you're angry. Don't send me angry DMs. Send it to Exodus Cry. Here's what it says. One of Andrew Tate's other businesses is described as OnlyFans Management. He advertises a course on it called OnlyFans Fortunes for about $2,000. You too can learn to be an online PIMP for about $2,000. Customers will learn how to make $10K a month with as little as 30 minutes of work per day. And it doesn't matter if you're a man looking to run OnlyFans businesses or a woman looking to make an easy six-figure side business. The listing boasts reviews. Here's some of the reviews. Well, what I did was simple. I had a few female friends who were doing this kind of thing already, but with all the actionable content provided by you and the girls, they are making more than ever. I literally told them to stop working with me unless I could double their incomes. I knew you guys did this for me. So here is the related thing, and the whole thing walks you through how to convince girls to work for you, the best way to motivate women to make you reach, a full breakdown of how to earn $30K a month. He's selling a course on this. He's been selling a course on this. And so Exodus Cry says, is his OnlyFans fortune course, Andrew states, in his OnlyFans fortune course, how can your girl leave you if you own all of her accounts? If you have all of the login credentials? And then he says, this came out of his mouth, forced pimping.
You guys think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid, guys. I know this.
He also quotes, pimpin' kin, a hoe without instruction is heading for self-destruction. Okay, this is what Andrew Tate said from the book Pimpology, the 48 Laws of the Game, or the Ism. All right, and then what they said, this is what Exodus Cry said. PSA, forced pimping is trafficking. This is what they said. Okay, this is what they said. So I'll link this article below. You guys can all read it. All you tater tots can read it and get yourself acquainted to what this potential legally can mean for him. The law changing, and a lot of you guys are rushing to this industry as if it is the gold mine. Be careful. Your top G just went down. Is he going to bounce back from this like he did last time? Maybe. I don't know. The facts are not out. But this is not something I would be dabbling in. Why? Because all people are created in the image of God. And all people have autonomy. And if we, as many of you, Andrew Tate fans, want to bring back the nuclear family and want to bring back morals and want to bring back all of these different things, this is not adding a net positive to society. Allowing women to do this, to sell PORN, to leverage this sort of thing, to run scams on men who participate in this, Tristan Tate's words, Andrew Tate's words, not mine, okay? If these things are true, It's an absolute contradiction to saying you want to bring back morals and values. You're running through the woman who are going to make these things worse, not better. Okay? And so that is what Exodus Cry is reporting. I would agree with them. I think this stuff should be illegal. I don't think it adds a net positive to society. If you guys want to see more about this, you can go check out me and PORN Star, me and Adam22 having this exact conversation on No Jumper. I'll link this over here. Or if you want to see me on Valuetainment having this conversation with a girl PORN OnlyFans model, I'll link this over here. I'll see you over there, all right? Peace.